You're watching Satluj TV News. I'm Angus Scott in London. Huge floods have continued to deluge parts of eastern Pakistan's Punjab region this week. Swathes of Pakistan's breadbasket were inundated this month, with at least 130,000 people evacuated after the Satluj River burst its banks and spilled over hundreds of villages and thousands of acres. The head of Punjab's government, Mohsin Naqvi, said the flooding was caused by India releasing excess reservoir water into the Satluj River, causing flooding downstream on the Pakistani side of the border. With the water slowly receding, a ramshackle armada of 40 boats makes twice daily food and aid deliveries to 80 waterbound villages, where men and women perch on roofs guarding sodden possessions. The floodwaters are still some 8 feet deep, and the boats skim past the tops of waterlogged corn stalks blanched by the sun. A family's financial security depends on agriculture in this largely impoverished corner of Pakistan. Mud houses lie in ruins, with tumbled walls pooled in stagnant water in Falak Debeni, a village of 100 homes surrounded by drowned fields on sesame and rice.
मेरे फसलां भी डुब गईयां, मेरा घर भी गिर गया है, ते मेरा दिल चाहता है भी इत्थे हुण मैं अगले साल फसल नहीं बीजांदा, ठीक है, ते ना मेरा दिल चाहता है। अगे पता नहीं कितने रुपये लाते, ते जिवें दुख तकलीफ लाते ते उगारियां ते सलाब आया तो कोई चीज़ नहीं उन्हें छोड़ी, ठीक है, घर भी मेरा ना उन्हें वीरान कर छोड़ा है।
More than 175 people were killed in Pakistan in rain-related incidents since the monsoon season began in late June, mainly due to electrocution and buildings collapsing, emergency services have reported. Large tracts of rural Pakistan were ruined by record monsoon floods last summer that scientists linked to climate change, and from which it is still recovering. A third of the country was submerged and 1,700 people were killed, while 8 million were displaced. The villages along the Satluj River were spared in that deluge, but are now battling the highest water levels in 35 years. The Assistant Commissioner of Dipalpur, the hardest hit area in this year's flood, said 11 rescue centres and 5 relief camps had been set up, with 4,600 emergency boat trips made since the floods came in mid-August. The flooded villages of Dipalpur remain without electricity 2 weeks after the flood started. Most of the cattle have been evacuated, but those left behind have nothing left to feed on.
ਸਾਡਾ ਮਾਲ ਉਤਰਲੇ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਪਿਆ ਹੈ, ਖਾਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਸ਼ੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੀ। ਸਾਡਿਆਂ ਦੁਆਰਾਂ ਢਹਿ ਗਈਆਂ ਨੇ, ਕੋਠੇ ਮਕਾਨ ਗਿਰ ਗਏ ਨੇ, ਪਾਣੀ ਇਲਾਕੇ ਤਾਈਂ ਵੀ ਤਾਰੂ ਇੱਥੇ ਵਹਿੰਦਾ ਪਿਆ।
At Bashir Debeni, a small hamlet of 15 houses built on the submerged riverbank, rescue workers dropped off antibiotics and rehydration medicine for a toddler suffering diarrhea and high fever.
ਖਾਣ ਪੀਣ ਦਾ ਕਦੇ ਲਾਂਚ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕ ਕਿਨਾਰੇ ਤੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿਨਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਲਾਂਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਲਦੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੜਦਾ, ਬੋਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲਾਂਚ ਦੇ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਉਹ ਖਾ ਪੀ ਲੈਂਦੇ। ਇੱਥੇ ਬਾਲਣ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੁੱਕਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਕੋਈ ਬਾਲਣ ਆਦਾ ਪਕਾ ਕੇ ਖਾ ਲਵੇ।
You've been watching Satluj TV News, and you can find more stories in detail on our channel, Satnet News, so it's worth clicking on that subscribe button to make sure you get to see stories as they're broadcast. And don't forget, if you have any comments or opinions on any of our news stories, you can comment below or indeed drop us a direct message at message@satlujtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, thanks for watching. For Satluj TV News, I'm Angus Scott in London.